Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John, and this here, if I can lift it, is my Vinegar Syndrome package for this month. Now, as you can tell, this isn't just my subscription stuff. There is also a little bit of stuff I picked up in the Black Friday sale. Now, this is the biggest parcel I've ever got, and it weighs a ton. But first, before I unbox this, I want to quickly give a big shout out to my good friend Janine. My good school friend Janine. When I was picking this up, it must have been fate. I saw her getting in the car and I thought, hang on, I think that's Janine from school. Now, don't forget, I've seen Janine since school, but it's been a long time since we left school. I mean, it's, in the 1980s. So, anyway, we had a good catch up there, had a good little chat. We talked about our good friend Alan Thompson, who unfortunately passed away late last year, in December last year, which was a tragedy. So, we've got a lot of memories to talk about concerning Alan. What a great guy he was. And we just chewed the fat. And I would just want to say it was great to meet up with you and talk to you, Janine. And hopefully we will see each other again before it's not another 40 years has passed. And also, Janine said, you still do your YouTube? And I said, yes, I'm going to pick up a parcel here now. So that's a big shout out to my good school friend, Janine. So let's get into this. Nurse, Barry Scalpel, thanks very much. This, I went crazy on this sale. It's phenomenal how much you can actually save yourself on this sale from Vinegar Syndrome. All the stuff on there, I think 90% of it was half price. Lots of packing and lots of bubble wrap. So in the first package here, there's a title here from my May subscription, and it is Jade. Now, online, this one didn't look all that much, if I'm honest, but in person, my God, this is a 4K. I will show you these more in detail on another video. I'll go handheld over the top so you can have a look at it. This is just a brief sort of thing to tell you what I've got. Now, Jade here, I don't know anything about it apart from it's William Friedkin has directed it. And it's meant to be a bit of a erotic thriller. But 4K, looking forward to seeing that. Tell you what, though, that packaging there, well, Vinegar Syndrome packaging is unreal. Now, these ones here, these side loaders with the slipcover inside, I do think that the four that I've got this month around for my May subscription are all like this, which is great. That's a really nice spine as well. Brilliant. Paramount. Vinegar Syndrome are starting to do a lot with Paramount there. The film by William Friedkin. That's first up. Next up is the title from the flash sale, which was at the start of May, and it is Alien Private Eye. Obviously I'm going to say these slipcovers are just unreal. And I will be on the next video when I talk about these, when I go into more of a deep dive about them and give you more of a thing about them, what the picture quality is like, etc. If they are indeed region A or are region free, I'll tell you all about that. This, unfortunately, the slipcover's out of print now. I knew it would be because you can check the levels of them. And I checked this one. I saw it was like getting low on their levels. So I thought, right, I'll have to get that one before it goes. Yeah, it's going to be cheesy, but why not? I like that type of thing. Next up is one from the Black Friday sale, and it is from a partner label. And the partner label is Satan's Core, and it is Dead North. This is the Blu-ray now. This one here, I originally got a Blu-ray that talked about this company called Wave Productions, and this is a film from Wave Productions. And I wanted to get ones because I've seen trailers for them. They do look ultra cheap. They are made to measure ones. They are made by request. Somebody requests a film they would like to see, and they would go and make it as long as the bloke paid for it or paid some money towards it, and then they would sell it off. Yeah, so I thought, yeah, I've got to see one of them. When I saw this, I thought, oh, that's a Wave production. I thought they were all out of print. Obviously, Spock Grossen as well. And I really want to see that. Now, this will be shot on video. I think they're from the 80s. Really low budget. But I don't mind that. It's got really bad acting in some places, but they are really enjoyable. So that's Dead North. Nice slip, that one. And last up here is another one from the Black Friday sale, and it is Smut Without Smut. Satanic Horror Night. Now, this one, I believe, has two films on. Now, there's a one up there that I've got. I've got the UK one. I think I've got volume one there. This is volume two, I believe. And I had such a good time with it. Now, I don't think they do them with 101s anymore in the UK, unfortunately. So I had to get this one from the US before it went out of print. I think the slipcover on this is still available, I do believe. But this one has got, I think it's got two films on. Is it? No, I think it's films, three films. Sacrilege, The Devil Inside Her, and Satan's Lust. So, yeah, great cover though. Gaudy, but good, if that's a thing. It's on the Agfa label. Agfa, honestly, they've got a really good way of getting stuff that you would never ever think about. But all the stuff I've got from them and that stuff I've got up there has all been great. So that's an Agfa title, Smut Without Smut, Satanic Horror Night. Right, where do I start next? I've even got a sticker. Die Gauser Video. Now, Die Gauser is a partner label, which I've probably got some stuff here from them, and they are really low budget. They put out stuff on video, but I'm a fan of their stuff that they put out, the partner label. Saying that, the first one I'm going to pick up here is from the Gauser Video, the partner label, and this was in the Black Friday sale, and it is Redneck Zombies. I've had this on my watch list for such a long time. It's a straight to video. It's shot on video as well, and yeah, I will be going through these and seeing what the alternative art is like as well. But this is just a kind of a bit of a look through them just to show you what I've got because there's that much stuff here. It'll take us that long to do it. I'll not have time to take all the stuff and swap over the artwork, but I'll do that on another video. Wow, what is all that about? That obviously looks like a play on the Elephant Man, I would say. That cover, look at that cover. It's absolutely amazing, isn't it? Yeah, but there's going to be a lot of things here that are really low budget, but I'm a big fan of that type of thing. So that's Redneck Zombies with maybe the sticker. Next up is the one that I had my eye on in the sales, the Black Friday sale, and the slipcover sold me on this one. Plus, it's a 1940s black and white film. I think it's from the 1940s and 1950s, maybe in the 1930s, and it is The Cat Creeps. Look at this slipcover. This is unreal. Look at that spot gloss, and I want to show you that. This really stood out to me. Oh, look at that. See that there? I love films like this. I've got a lot of films from the 30s and the 40s, and they are just absolutely amazing. Of course, when you go online and you can see the screenshots from this and you can watch the trailer, the quality on this looks absolutely perfect. It's a Blu-ray, but you can see it was a 4K the way it looks. They do an amazing job on their restorations, as I said, time after time, but spot gloss and the whole lot, spot gloss on there. But that cover there is just unreal. You know, when you get sold on a slipcover and you think, I've got to get that. This slipcover is beautiful. I thought it was going to be, but you see these in real life and you think, wow, that's something else. So that's the Cat Creeps. These ones here were kind of low on stock, so I wanted to get them before they got maybe sold out on this sale or the one available for the next sale, which will probably be at the end of the year. This one here had a lot of copies in it, but I really wanted to see this one. The slipcover on it is it's a beautiful slipcover. That sold me on it immediately. I have heard conflicting reports about this film, but I do know that this type of film is one that I really like. A 1960s schlock sci-fi film. It's the Terror-nauts. Look at this cover. I heard a lot of people talking about this and saying they were quite disappointed with it, but I think maybe with it being a British film, I can maybe get that, maybe get the fact it's got Charles Hawtrey in it. I'm dying to see what he does in it because he's a laugh a minute in anything he does. But this is it's a Blu-ray there. But ever since this got announced maybe in January, I thought I've got to get that one. Like I say, I didn't have to get it, but I mean, it was in the sale. It was half price, but still, I thought I'm not going to wait around because I just really want to see this film. So that's Terror-nauts. The special effects are laughable, but it's got that 1960s look to it. So the colours are really vibrant. Brilliant. Yeah, Charles Hawtrey, and not in a Carry On film. And next up is another film. Now I have to thank my good friend Martin Cully because he was talking about the slipcover on this. Wow. This he's talking about this particular release. He was talking about part two because he had got part one, and I thought part two looked great. So I thought I'll get that one, but I wanted to see if they've got the first one, which it did have with a slipcover. And it is criminally insane. Look at that. If you think that's good, wait till you see the artwork on the other side. Look at that. Got a spot glossing going on there. That's Satan's Black Wedding. That's another film on here. It's got two films on here. But I didn't realise that this artwork was that good on the back. I did see that one. I was taken with that one. So spoiler alert, I have got the second one of this. Now this one I think came out in the 1970s, early 1970s, and I think the other one's from the 1980s, and it's got the same person in it. So that's good to have that a thing like a carry on from that's not like somebody else playing that part of this maniacal fury. Yeah. So that's Criminally Insane and Satan's Black Wedding. What a title. Amazing. First up is another title from the flash sale at the start of May, and it is Stranded, a film about the Saints. And also it's got another band on here, plus Cosmic Psychos, Blokes You Can Trust. Now, I am a huge fan of the Saints. In fact, I was listening to them on the way back from work today. They are a band that I just think and Deborah thinks are amazing as well. They are from Australia. They're the first Australian punk band, and their debut album, I'm Stranded, is brilliant. You don't see that many documentaries about the Saints, but saying that, this is available on YouTube if you want to watch it. I think it's about an hour and a bit long. So if you want to see what this is all about, you can actually watch it on there. I think there's lots of copies of this. If you're a fan of the Saints, there's a lot of copies in this. This is the partner label. I think this is from Umbrella. Now, a lot of people don't know that Umbrella are partner labels with Vinegar Syndrome. I wouldn't say they release all the stuff through Vinegar Syndrome. Interested to see what the Cosmic Psychos are like. Don't know where they're from. But yeah, so that's highly anticipated. Me, might be one of the first ones I watched that. That's the Saints. I'm Stranded or Stranded. Next up is another title from the Black Friday sale. Take a look at this slip. Look at that. And it's called, yeah, keep an eye out. Now, this is a comedy. I think it's from Belgium. Now, in here, I think that's the person there. He is from the amazing film. Anyone remember this? Man Bites Dog. Now, this film here came out black and white. It's the most darkest comedy you will ever see. And I think it's got a Blu-ray. I think it's Blu-ray by Umbrella, believe it or not, or imprint. Now, this here caused a lot of problems when it came out, I think about 92. And this one here, I think just after this, I think the director from this one, or the writer and director, he sadly took his own life. But this actor here, I've never seen him again in anything else. He's great in this one. But there he is again in this one. And I think this is meant to be a little bit similar lines, i.e. a dark humour. So, yeah. As soon as I saw it, that caught me eye. Can you believe it? Pun intended. And give that a shot. So this is a film by Quentin Dupieux. I think that's right. And I'm sure it's from Belgium. Amazing slip that though. It does catch your eye, you know. Right, next up is a one that is meant to be one of Quentin Tarantino's favourite films. It is Sugar Cookies. This was in the Black Friday sale. And Martin Cully said to us that this originally came out and it didn't have a slip. That's all. I thought it was going to be a little bit ooh la la, but it's not. These days you've got to be careful with some of the things you see on Vinegar Syndrome. Now, this is apparently because I said to him, he said, good that you've got a slip on this because I don't think it had slip when it first come out, but they put a retrospective slip on it. But I don't think the slip's going to be around for much long. In fact, it might be even sold out now. I saw it was going down very quickly, so I thought, £90. I've heard good things about this. Great, great slip, great embossing, spot gloss and the whole 9 yards. Like I say, I will be doing another video on this, and I will be going through them, and I will be showing you through them, with the camera above, so you can get a good look at these in proper light. This is just me just going through this amazing sale with you. So sugar cookies, meant to be violent, meant to be one of Quentin Tarantino's favorite films, so why not? Excellent. And last up in here, I've got right, I'll just show you. I've got this box, right, which has got two films in it, and I thought, hang on a minute, what you could do is you could order this box. Now I'll show you why. There is two films in this, but it's two films that I've ordered. Right, so I'll put them to one side and go through them in a minute. So this is a nice hard box, which you can't hear there, but it is a hard box. And I got it because I've got Freeway 1 and 2 separately there and there. Now, I don't think they'll fit in with their covers, protective covers, but they might do. Another one. So I'll have to take them out of there. Freeway 1 and 2. Great covers. There you go. That's made that look really nice on the shelves there. That really sets it off. Like I say, with the upgrade on there, £4.80 to put that across there and have that something looking that good. That's amazing that they've done that. To at least have the option to buy them boxes separately. So that's the Freeway box for Freeway 1 and 2, 4K. So the films themselves I had in that box, which I thought I was getting Freeway 1 and 2 again, is Criminally Insane 2. Now, this is the one that Martin Cully was saying he was going to go for because he enjoyed Criminally Insane and he liked the look of this one. So I thought, yeah, I was really wanting to get this one. Now, this one was going down quite fast. And I think the slip's still there. But at the time it was going down, I thought, this is a Big House video as well. Yeah. I thought I've got to give this a shot now. I want to get the first one which you've seen, so I've got that one. So really glad to get them too. And yeah. So Martin thinks that this one's going to be a winner. So really happy to get that one. And also in here, I've got this one. Now this is low budget personified. Ravage. Look at that cover. Look at this cover. It is exactly what it says on the tin. It's a low budget splatter film. And this is from, which part of the label? This is from Saturn's Core. So you know it's going to be really cheap. But I've got a few things off Saturn's Core and I've always found them to be very enjoyable. Another part of the label release. Yeah, this was under £10. Or was it about £10? You kind of grumble with that one. So yeah, love slips like that. That are kind of, you can say they look cheap and cheerful, but they're not. And of course, don't forget, they've got that thickness to them that just other slips just don't have. That's the best thing about Vinegar Syndrome for me. The slips are just incredible, as well as the other packaging. Unbelievable. So that's Ravage. Next up is Devil's Story. Now, I believe that this one's out of print now. And this is, I think this is a French film. I have seen a review of this on YouTube and they said it was awful. But the fact of how awful it was, really, and this mummy thing, you've never seen nothing like it. But the fact it was so bad, I thought, I have got to get this one. So the slip as well. Look at that. You'll see it better on the overhead, but unbelievable. I've got some on the spine as well. Devil's Story. Now a lot of these are extremely low budget. You could say terrible films, but they're not terrible to me because I've got a big love for these type of films, ones that most people, if you're not into this, you're not into this. But if you are into this, you seek out this stuff. And I thought these have been ones that I've been looking at quite a bit. I mean, I did do my homework for this sale. I didn't go crazy. It took us about 3 days to whittle all the stuff down to get the stuff I really wanted to try to investigate. I mean, these could be, some of the ones I've got are really awful, but I really enjoy them. So to me, they're not awful. But that's Devil's Story. It's meant to be insane. Next up is another title I got with my May subscription. It is Dirty Work. Yeah, now that's a slip for you, isn't it? It's sick, it's dirty, it's their job. I don't know anything about this. I know it's a 4K and it is a comedy with Norm MacDonald, who sadly passed away recently. What a slip. Yeah. So apparently this has got like a longer cut in, a dirtier cut. Yeah. So be interested to check that one out. But it's meant to be selling pretty quickly on the Vinegar Syndrome website, this one. Get a booklet as well. Yeah. I dread to think what's in there. Yeah. A memorable slip. That's dirty work. Next up is the other title I got that was like a surprise title. And this is a great title. This is a great title. It's a great slip. It is The Dark Half. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but this is totally, it's got some spot gloss on it, but the box itself is kind of like gloss as well, if that's a thing. I was thinking there's that something under, but it's actually the eyeball of that sparrow. If you know the film or the book, you'll know about the sparrows. This is another one of those side loaders, which has got the the inner slip. Also, it's a 4K as well. So for this month, I've got 4Ks with my subscription. And also you get a nice booklet there, which I'll go through. Actually, my battery on here is starting to get quite low, so I can't go for too much longer. I think I've more or less, that's all the eyes on there. Then if you can see them, all the eyes are lighting up. I've got spot glossing on them. See, I think there's one down there. It's hard to catch the light in here. Look at that though. What a spine that is. What a release that is. Lovely. Great film. The film is much better than the book. Just saying. Next up is another one I've got to thank my good friend Martin Cully for. He was talking about this one. He's a big fan of this type of genre. He was going to pick this up, so I took a look at it. I thought that sounds like someone I would like to investigate, and it is Satan Wants You. This is from the partner label ETR video. I've got a couple of their things. This that slipped there. This is about the Satanic panic which took over America in the 70s and 80s. And I think it's a documentary of certain description. Now, I'm not going to say it's anything like A Night with the Devil, but you think about that, kind of like the show it was on, and you've got a little bit of a flavour of it. I'm just guessing there on that one. But this one, I want to thank Martin once again for pointing it out. And I thought, oh yeah, I like stuff like this. I like documentaries about things like that, especially when they're supposed to be really good as well. So that's Satan Wants You with a nice slip. You've got that side there that looks like the book, and that side there that is the spine. Well, you can do them both ways around, can't you? Yeah, excellent. And this one here, talking about slips, this is great. Now, I am a huge fan of this band, and it's great to get two music Blu-rays from Vinegar Syndrome this time round. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, I've got to get this. This was one of the ones that was in the flash sale, and it is Crass, The Sound of Free Speech. Now, the thing about Crass art is that it's absolutely brilliant. It's just something, I need to get some Crass t-shirts, if I'm honest. I've got a few of their records. They aren't the best of I'm saying they're not the best. I do like their stuff, but I can't really play the music, play the instruments that good. But this thing here, I've just got just everything about the way the Crass do their artwork. They are artists as well as musicians, and that when they came out, they've got a lot of to do with politics and that. But this here, what it's talking about is the fact of going about this song called Reality Asylum. It's about a documentary about that. And yeah, it's this song you've got, it's the most blasphemous song you will ever hear. And it is quite, bad to listen to. But I knew it existed. There's a lot more to it than that. I think when I talk about these maybe in a future video, and I talk about what I think of them, I might go into more detail over this. We've got to be a bit careful talking about this one because it got banned. I think when you buy the album Feeding of the 5,000, which I used to have, there's a blank. I think side one has a bit missing. It's got the grooves there, but there's nothing on it because they actually took the song off the album. They couldn't get it pressed if they got this song, so they made it the single of it. They put it on their record label. But yeah, so it's a spoken word song, and it is exceedingly blasphemous. But I had to get, not for that, but I had to get it because I just love Crass. Not for everybody they are. Right, so this, believe it or not, this is the last one here. Can't believe this. It's probably going to take us a year to watch all these ones. Now this one here, this slipcover, when I saw it, I thought, I have got to get this. I didn't know anything about it, but I thought, I just looked at it and I thought, this is right up my alley in the form of slipcovers, and it is Monster of Camp Sunshine. Take a look at that. Something about it, the yellow. Do you remember when you used to get these advertisements in the back of magazines or back of comics? And you used to have these things. I don't know if my video colour's changing there for some reason. Probably my battery's going to die. I think it's because if I put that up there, it changes the. I don't know what it does there. Anyway, with a spot gloss in there. This is meant to be. There's two films on here. There's Monster of Camp Sunshine from 1964, black and white, and Honeymoon of Terror, 1961, black and white, 62 minutes and 74 minutes. I love stuff like this. Just schlocky, just everything about it. Just it's another alpha title as well, so I knew I would like to collect their stuff, but some of their stuff is that out of print and expensive. It would clean us out if I tried to do that, so I'll not do that. But I knew I had to get this one, and this was under £10. I think was it 8.99? You can't grumble with that, can you? Yeah, I think that's a high on the list to watch. Unbelievable cover. Right before me video camera, before me laptop runs out of battery, I'll tell you about the last ones. Now this is another advert title. It is the rest of them are all advert titles. There's a lot of the stuff I've got in the partner sales. I've got a lot of Vinegar Syndrome stuff here, but I went to the partner sales. I think I think I got more off it in the Black Friday sale, halfway to Black Friday sale, shall I say. Now, this one here is a Scare Films Archives Volume 2, and I've got Volume 1 up there. And that's the Scare Films. I think it was about drugs, the first one, drug stories. Now, this is about danger stories. It's about, if hey kids, don't do that because you'll come a crop. It's about people, crashing and stuff like that. Or don't operate this heavy machinery. And it's meant to be the first one, the drug stories, was so fun. But when I see these in a sale, I just jump on them. And I think the slipcover on this is out of print. This is the one that came up in the flash sale. So I got that straight away. Now, the thing with the Alpha ones, if you want to collect them and you want to have a look at them, just get them straight away because you don't really get a second chance for them. They might even be gone on the first day. There's quite a few that I would love to get, but the slipcovers would just be crippling if you want to buy them. So that's the Scare Films Archives, Volume 2, Danger Stories. Next up is the other mystery title from May, and it is Let's Scare Jessica to Death. I saw this film on the TV. It's absolutely brilliant. I loved it. It's got the slip inside a slip. Great cover, that. Look at that. The film by John D. Hancock. I haven't seen this one for years. 4K as well. And you do get a booklet in there as well. Yeah, really excited to see that one. Like I say, when I watched this on the TV, I remember think this was a great film. But that's a great colour scheme to go for. Pink, but it works. Yeah, great cover that. And last up, sadly, in this box is the Doris Wishman films, The Moonlight Years. This has got Bar Girls Go to Hell, Indecent Desires, Another Day, Another Man, My Brother's Wife, A Taste of Flesh, The Sex Perils of Paulette, Too Much, Too Often, The Hot Month of August, and Passion Fever. This is, again, side loader. This Doris Wishman stuff. You've got to see it to believe it. These films here, I mean, the thing is with getting all of these ones in here, this is obviously in the half price sale, the Black Friday sale. So this is a great chance to get these ones. I think there's still a few left of these ones. So just to recap, that's the Moonlight Years, Doris Wishman, the films of Doris Wishman from the 60s, I believe. These ones that scared Jessica to death. Danger Stories, Volume 2. Crass, The Sound of Free Speech. What a cover. Simplistic, but utterly amazing. One of my favourite covers, that. Satan Wants You. Thanks to Martin Cully for that one, for telling me about that one. The Dark Half, a surprise 4K for the month of May. I'm reporting I don't know it. Next up, Dirty Work. My God, I say to Deborah, hey, what do you think of that? Then Devil's Story. Great cover, that. It's meant to be balmy, that film. The Stranger the Better for me. Ravage. Low budget slop. That'll do for me. Criminally Insane 2. Can't read those, them two. And then the box set, the Freeway 1 and 2. Like I say, I just got the box, but the box set, the box just finishes that off. Look great on the shelves, that one. And then 2 or 4K inside. The Monster of Camp Sunshine, and also, what's the other film on here? Honeymoon of Terror. Yeah, great covers. Quentin Tarantino's favourite film, or one of them, Sugar Cookies. I think it's from 1972, I think. Exploitation at its finest. This one here. Honestly, keep an eye out. Yeah. So it was, I think that's, I don't know who does that. There's a partner label. Not too sure if I can see that one. Got it down there. I'm not too sure who that is. Next up, from Umbrella, Stranded, and also Cosmic Psychos. Criminally Insane 2. Sorry, 1. Yeah, couldn't get much different covers there, could you? But I think this has only got one film on. This has got the 2 films on there. Great. Terror-nauts, really excited to see this one. I love 60s sci-fi, and this looks like it's completely mad. The more madder, the better. The cat creeps. What a slip that is. It's unreal. The colour scheme is brilliant. Redneck Zombies. Met a few of them me time. What's this all about? Smut Without Smut. 2 films. Satanic Horror Night. I think you get like a trailer reel with it, or a film with it, and then you get 3 films. Sacrilege, The Devil Inside Her, and Satan's Lust. Yeah, wonder what they're about. Dead North. This is one of those ones that are literally made by someone who'll say, I want to see a certain things in a film. They will do a film like that. They've got to pay for it in a certain, I don't think they pay for the full thing. They've got to pay some money towards it. And when they do, they sell it, and when people buy it, kind of like a club, isn't it? They want to get, the people who are into that type of thing will want to get these. They're still doing it today, so they must make a living out of it, which is mad, but if you can do it, why not? Alien Private Eye. This should be crazy. It's got to be. I mean, look at that. I mean, the title, even the title is just, like titles like that. And last up but not least is Jade, which is the William Friedkin one. Know nothing about it, but after seeing it online, I was kind of like, yeah, it looks okay. But after seeing this in the flesh, the slipcover is absolutely brilliant in the box set. So that's good, that one. Nice spine on that one. Right, there you go. That's my stuff. I'm not going to pick them up, because if I do pick them up, I will drop them, and then that'll be the end of that, and I'll be crying my eyes out. Right, so I will come back. In a future video, I'm going to swap over all the covers, probably do that in 2 videos actually, and I'll take you through a good look at them. Anyway, before my voice breaks, and like I say, it was great to see Janine today, so that was a big thumbs up for me. Great to sort of just talk about old times and just reminisce. So thanks for watching. You take care. and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.